Shalom, shalom to the 144,000 elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah HaKodash. Double honor to the Apostle Nails, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai have mercy upon you. Y'all see it. I'm on the brother's page, the Hopeful Elect 3. In one of his short clips that he puts up daily. And the name of it, those that look out of the windows be darkened. And he always posts a precept in the beginning. That's where I'm going to start from, which is Ecclesiastes 7. But before I do that, I'm going to name this video Your Future is Dim. But I'm going to read something off of Google concerning the phrase, your future is dim. Your future is dim suggests a lack of what? Optimism or positivity about one's future prospect, implying a what? A pessimistic outlook. It can be interpreted as a warning about potential difficulties, that's Jacob's trouble, or challenges ahead, or as a reflection of current difficulties that might lead to a bleak future. This is what you see in Babylon, America, the daughter of Babylon, should I say. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Your future is dim can be a direct expression of what? Pessimism about an individual's future prospects. It can also be a metaphorical way of saying that the future is uncertain rather than bright. Which we know that I can't say what we all know, but I know the prophets of the Lord, 98% of us teach that Babylon, America will be destroyed. The statement might be used in response to someone's actions or choices are perceived as detrimental to their future well-being. And that's it, America. It can It can also be a general commentary on the state of affairs, suggesting a bleak and uncertain future for everyone. The phrase could also be a warning. Who's warning you? The prophets of Yahweh Shai, the true prophets. Not these pastors in these churches, wicked pastors telling you the good things or sweet things like Esau-Edom telling you to get your damn money. The phrase could also be a warning or a call to action, using the person to take steps to improve their situation and ensure a bright future. But we know that America's future is no future. The only thing that's gonna be bright here is those blasts from those missiles. That's the only brightness you're gonna see, which is gonna lead to darkness. Only the righteous man that call upon Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to be saved in these times, man. That's it. 2/3 you're gonna pass. You're gonna pass right along here with with the heathens, and 1/3 are gonna It's gonna reign in power. Let's get to the video. Sorry for my rant. It's all necessary.
I really love it when people ask people in my generation, or, I'll speak for me, but I'm sure I speak for other people in my generation, when people who are older say, oh, well, why are you not doing this, or why are you not, out doing more, why are you upset? Or, you're being lazy. You're just lying around. Why aren't you doing more? Why are you just scrolling on your phone? Or if I'm in public and someone, like a door greeter, says, hey, how are you today? What I really want to tell them is, well, how the fuck do you think I'm doing? Like, I'm in a job that I can't stand, that I literally want to tear the hair out from its bulbs every single day when I go into, but I don't have a choice because I have to work this kind of job to make money if I ever want to be able to live out on my own. And even with this job, even with the pay it gets, I'm never going to be able to afford a house. I'm never going to be able to afford certain things unless I work literally forever, unless I work myself to death. I don't like my job, but the job market is so terrible that I can't get another job, no matter how hard I try, and even if I do, it won't be much better. So the only hope is to try to make it in some hobby, which is extremely unlikely to happen. There's the whole thing where if you're single now, the odds that you're going to find someone are close to zero, just because of how awful this dating landscape is for people in this generation, how social media has destroyed it, how neither of the genders trust each other, both of the genders are at each other's throats, both of the genders blame each other for their problems. People have lost touch with how to communicate with people. There's that. There's also the fact that I am thinking right now, and a lot of people my age are thinking right now, like, yeah, I'm never going to be able to have kids. Because one, it's too expensive, we can't afford it in this economy, and also, with how shitty the world is right now, there's no way I would want to bring another person into this, because I think it's selfish, with how the world is now, to bring someone into it, unless you can be certain that they're not going to be suffering like people my age are, you shouldn't be bringing someone into this world. So I'm having to deal with that. Even though I want to be a father and want to be a husband, I have to come to terms with the fact that, especially the father part, it's probably not likely going to happen. So you take all of that, and that is already just terrible and a perfect storm that people my age are navigating by the skin of their teeth. You take that, and then you also take the fact that that also puts you mentally in a bad spot. And I have things in my past that I regret and decisions I've made that I take back. I also have body insecurities, like I'm sure most people do. So you pile all of that on, and that's how I'm doing. I'm doing fucking terrible. And I'm not someone who curses, but it's just like, I don't know, for emphasis, it's just like, how do you think we're supposed to be doing? And maybe now you know why we're lazy, or why we're just rotting in bed scrolling on our phones. It's because I literally can't see how I have a future. How am I supposed to have a future if I'm stuck being miserable at a job that I don't like and I don't have any way out of it? I have almost no shot of having a future relationship-wise or having a family. I'm in constant mental turmoil, and we're also kind of destroying the earth in all of these war and conflict that's going on. It's like, yeah, I'm doing terrible. Like, and so are almost everyone. And it's so selfish, in my opinion, that people in the older generations will blame people in my generation for not doing well, when it's like, okay, you're the cause of a lot of these problems. And not only are you the cause of it, but you brought someone into the world knowing that all of this was happening, making them have to go to a 9-to-5, work 40 hours a week, to basically get no return on their investment or their salary, and telling them to just suck it up and deal with it, not helping them at all. In fact, the people who can do stuff about it, the people in power and government and corporations, they just want to take advantage of people like us. People who are just in the normal working class, they don't care really about the person who's down there in the pits. And I'm not a political person. That's another thing. Politics has just gone completely to crap. That's the other thing, is there's not much hope for that. The people who can do something about it, I've seen it. They take advantage of vulnerable people, and the average person who's working in the cubicle, they could care less about. So it's just like, how do you expect people to feel? How do you expect people to be happy about their current predicament? I mean, I've scrolled, it's not just me, I've scrolled on this app and I've seen so many people talk about how they regret having been born. They are just tired of life. And not even all of them from like a suicidal point of view, just people who are just exhausted with life, you know? We have seen a spike in self bye-byes, you know, and I think a lot of it has to do with this, you know, people are just lost hope, you know? It's ridiculous that people in older generations and people in power just expect people, Gen Z millennials, to just be like, yeah, just be okay with it. Just be okay being, you know, stomped on and kicked and thrown to the wayside, and, you know, make them go seek services where people basically just pat them on the back and tell them it'll get better when it probably won't. It's just ridiculous and infuriating, and most of us are at our wits' end with it. We really are. So, if you wanted to know how I'm doing, Mr. or Mrs. Door Greeter, or Mr. or Mrs. Older Generation, now you know. And thanks a lot for, you know, spurring all this into motion. I know that people in older generations probably didn't cause all of this, but you certainly didn't help.
Alrighty. Alrighty, y'all. So, let's get right into it. I'm going to start from the top of Ecclesiastes, right? Go to post 11, I'll leave right there. Hey, he throwing it up. You know, he made a few statements concerning, talking about he'll never be able to have kids or bring them into this world. You know, hey, that sounds like something a woman, his wife probably told him. Or some young lady, because she why. They don't want kids. Most women don't want kids. The only time they want kids when they want to live off the government. And he said something about, what did he say? You know why we are lazy. You know, that's something they pushed on us back in the days of when they had us in showing up division. I mean, they still have us in that manner, but when we was living out in the bonds, they said we was lazy, and when we was building every damn thing, right? But calling us lazy. Something selfish. Some of the older people say, who are they? Call them out. They love to say people. The only who running this world? Esau-Edom, the so-called white man. Huh? How about we just call them out and stop all this damn sideways talking? We like everybody is controlling this world. Esau-Edom controls this world, man. He controls this world. He's the reason why everything went to shit, including your water, your food, the animals. Everything is catching hell because of this devil. Take advantage of us. Take advantage of us who? Call that shit out. Call it out. You know, all this old. And then he spoke about, what he say, self-bye-bye. Y'all know what that means. People been deleting themselves because they can't handle it. Esau can't handle struggle, man. You know, they've been having it too good in their kingdom, man. So, hey, but their kingdom is through. This is Ecclesiastes, let's start at the top, man. The main point is in verse 3 on down to verse 4. Ecclesiastes 12:1, remember now thy creator in the day of thy youth. While the evil days, what are the evil days? You watching them. Jacob's trouble is unfolding. While the evil days come not, nor the years draw near, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. We are definitely in that time right now. Right? We're in that time. This is why you see the Edomites on here, what? Well, so-called Edomites, because, you know, sometimes, you know, Jake looked like Edomites. So, but I'm just going to call it what it is, or what most would say. He looks and appears to be what? An Edomite. So, hey, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be what? Be darkened. That's your future. That is Zechariah 14:7. That's your future. Nor the clouds return after. Let me read that again. Verse 2 is Ecclesiastes 12:2. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the what? The rain. And that rain is not physical rain. That gonna be that destruction of what? Of America. And it will get it. But the portion of Esau's kingdom is damn near it's in shambles, man. It's in shambles, and they catching hell. You know, Yahweh he's slow grinding these devils, man. He's slow grinding. He adds you 2/3 too. He's slow grinding you too. No more partying and hanging around and running the damn streets, which is a great thing. I'm tired of your fun. It's too much fun for you because why? When your fun consists of what? You being wicked as hell. In the day when the keepers of the house shall what? Shall tremble. Now, right now, they trembling. Why are they trembling? Because they see their future is what? It's dim. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. Your jobs. You hear this devil say he had a job that he hates. Hey, we've been feeling like that all our lives, especially the so-called black man. We've been feeling that way all our damn lives. And working and doing something that we getting paid. You know, Esau got that bad. I mean, which I expect. You know, you can be at a job 20 years, and they gave you 20 years. You ain't got but $1.50 raise. little white boy like him come in, and you been making 10, 11, $12 an hour. He come in, he get 25. You know, these are the things we had to what? Had to endure and endure the hardness of what? Of Esau putting that iron on our back. Because we were working like Hebrew slave, which is what we are. I know y'all know the term. Working like a Hebrew slave. Yeah, that's us. That's the people that them small heads are trying to claim. And anyway, Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. That's your job, y'all, because they are what? They are few. And those that look out of the windows would be darkened. No future. That darkness consists of what? It being what? No future for Esau-Edom kingdom. Verse 4 of Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. That's your businesses. You all pay attention to these franchises that have been around for over a century. That they're closing. Yes. It's over with for them. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the what? The grinders cease. No work. And no work equals what? No money. No money equals what? No bills being paid. When the sound of the grinders is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the birds. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And who has abused this world with all that damn? In other words, no more partying, going on girl trips, huh? No more of that crap. You know, and who have abused this world more than what? Than women, man? Who? Who have abused this world more than women? Real quick, get that precept. 1 Corinthians 7 verse 31. And they that what? That use this world as not abusing it, for the fashions of this world passeth away. And this is it. The fashions of this world, meaning your designer clothes, y'all love designer, everything with a name on it. Chinese people just told you, boy, that y'all buying all that, buying the same crap. You buying the name. Esau-Edom been tricking you, man. Same way tricking with these cars, man. The same damn motor, man. I'm telling you this new motor, this is a new motor, that's a new motor. Same damn motor, man. You're taking it, turning one sideways and turning it up down, put plastic over here, making it look different. Same damn motor, man. Let me read on down. Because it goes into women, it goes into marriage, concerning the pleasures of what, let's just read it. Verse 32, which is 1 Corinthians 7:32. But I will have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that what belongeth to the Lord. How he may please the Lord. So this is why a lot of brothers be screwing up and going off, because Eve, just say Eve, so-called black woman, right? Women period, but women period, they always what? They run the home, man. He that is unmarried careth for the things that what belongeth to the Lord. So when you don't have Eve to distract you, getting on your damn nerves, and making you do things that you really truly don't want to do. You can't satisfy him. Can't satisfy him. How he may please the Lord. So but a brother that don't have one, again, he can how he may please the Lord. But what? But he that is married careth for the things that are what? Of the world. How he may please his who? Wife. This is why Apostle Paul say that it is good that a man not be as though he had none, meaning a wife, because distractions, man. She's gonna distract you from the what? The preaching this word and warning the people, because we're in the times of what the people need to be warned. They need to be warned. We're looking for what? The 1/3, not the 2/3. So that's a big misconception concerning IUIC and many others trying to save the niggas in the hood, man. Huh? They wicked. You can't save them. But he that is married careth for what the things that are what of the world, how he may please his wife. There's a difference also between a wife and a virgin. That's right. Because most of us have what? A bunch of whores. We all are what? We all are sinners. Men and women. What makes us sinners? Huh? Because a lot of you jakes around here what? Laying down with men and women. I know this, there are lessons within lessons. There are lessons within lessons, y'all. So there's no such thing as a bad lesson. When you preaching the word, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, there's a difference also between a wife and a virgin. Because how many of us have had a virgin? Shit. The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord, that she may what? Be holy both in body and in spirit. That is what? That is married careth for the things of the world, how she may please her husband. So it's vice versa, go both ways. But we know most of the time, our women going on what? Well, I say our women, I don't play that shit. Going on girl trips. Go on a girl trip with me, you're going to be on that trip. Stay over there. But this goes into, again, verse 4, Ecclesiastes, and the doors shall be shut up, meaning the businesses in America, when the sound of the grounding cease. That means that's work. It's low. It's low. Meaning there's going to be no work. No way to feed family, but I feel sorry for you all that have what? That have real small kids in that day. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. But know that every situation of or you struggling and catching hell, everything is of the Lord, man. Remember Job? We all remember Job. Excuse me, y'all late. We all remember Job. What happened to Job? The Lord gave Satan, the spiritual demon Satan to do what? To give him what? Hell. To give him hell. So magnify that scale of Job's hell in these times where we all gonna be catching what? That same similar hell or even worse. It's even worse for those that are gonna what? Be burned alive. And he shall rise up at the voice of the birds, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. No more party, no more joy, no more laughter in this God-forsaken wicked place, man. Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah real quick. Isaiah 24. Oh, y'all. Yeah, I know it's 24. Isaiah 24 and verse 3. Where the top, right? Let me just restart to give you a little context. Behold, the Lord Yahweh maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste, and turn it upside down and scatter abroad the inhabitants thereof. So that's us, right? That's us as a people. Been what? Been scattered abroad. And Esau-Edom had taken, with the help of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh, he had done what? He had taken everything and flipped it up and turned it upside down. He made everything wicked, joyful, and what? Fun. The wickedness of Babylon, which is America, he had made it what? He had turned the wickedness, he had turned righteousness into boring, and turned wickedness into what? Joy and laughter. And pleasures in one's wife, pleasures in one's husband, pure wickedness. And it shall be as the people, so with the priests, as with the servants, so with what? His master. Because now the servants, so with the master. In other words, that had been, what that is, Ecclesiastes, I was just over here. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7 goes into what? Goes into the servants. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. I have seen servants, Esau-Edom, upon horses, and princes walking as servants. Meaning what? The Israelites were in a lower state, or what? Meaning we're at the bottom. We're under what? Esau-Edom feet. Hey, again, there are lessons within lessons. As with the maid, so what? Here, her distress with her mistress, as late, y'all. So just bear with me. As with the maid, they're making it hard to see. In other words, the roles of what? Of the Most High, Yahweh, children, which is the Israelites, will be what? Completely reversed. So this is why Esau-Edom is in his kingdom, but he's on the last leg of his kingdom, and he's what? He's catching hell. Verse 3. Let's go to verse 3, or Isaiah 24 and 3. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord Yahweh has what? Spoken this word. Just as he had what? Brought us low and got us on the feet of our enemies. Now we are what? We are waiting for what? Yahweh Shah, our big brother, to return and give us what? Give us the earth back. Rulership. The Heavenly Father's judgment, it just goes around, man, like a ring, man. Now it's coming back, but when it comes back to us this time, there will be no other nations outside of the children of Israel that will be ruling the earth. I know a lot of you won't want to hear that, You know, and most of you all, we get 2/3, y'all definitely want to hear it. Because you all trying to put Esau-Edom, the wicked of the earth. Today, Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Y'all trying to put them side by side with us in the kingdom of heaven. Which it don't make sense. It don't make sense. How can a man be created for his purpose, and his purpose is to reign wickedness in the four corners, and you think that the Heavenly Father, when His Son returns, He's going to put them right side by side with you in the kingdom of heaven? It's madness, man. You know, that's the ignorance of our people. Verse 4 of Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languished and fadeth away. The haughty people, proud as hell, Esau-Edom, of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under what? The inhabitants of Esau-Edom's rulership. This is why we're catching hell. Under the feet of what? Our enemies. Again, verse 5 of Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they, the Israelites, but today we're dealing with what? We're dealing with what? The elect, the hopeful elect, should I say, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. So we have broken the everlasting covenant. This is why we're in the conditions that you see. And now Esau-Edom world is being what? His world is being flipped upside down. Meaning what? The righteousness is coming back to the earth, and wickedness is what? Is going out. Verse 6, therefore, for the curse, Esau-Edom, he is that curse, devour the earth, and they, 2/3 and heathens, that dwell therein are what? Are desolate. This is the future of America, man. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned. A few men left. And those few men are going to be what? That remnant from what? From Babylon, America. It's going to be burned totally, man. Babylon will be totally burned in destruction. And those few men will be left will be the 1/3, which is that remnant that the scriptures speak of the Israelites that are going to be saved. Women and children. That's it. That's the future of America. A few more, and I'm going to close this out. Verse 7. The new wine mourneth, the wine languish, all the what? The merry-hearted do sigh. You know what? Let's go to it right quick. 3, let me see something. Let me look at it, y'all. Yeah. 2 Peter 3 and verse 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord, which is Yahweh, who everybody equally called Jesus, will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away, meaning the rulership of what? Of this devil's kingdom. With a great noise, and that great noise is going to be what? With the other nations, what? Bombing this place to what? To the smithereens. One of Esau words. With a what? With a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's that nuclear blast, y'all. That you all are what? Can't figure out concerning the scriptures, and thinking that what? That you're going to be under the ground burning forever. That's ignorance. The earth also and the works that are therein shall what? Shall be burned up. That's the future of America. Verse 7 again. Isaiah 24 and verse 7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languished, all the what? The merry-hearted do sigh. All that happiness and being proud of your wickedness, be what you want to be, do what you want to be, women with women, men with men, all that mess is going to be what? Going to cease. Verse 8 of Isaiah 24 and 8. The mirth, meaning your joy, your fun, your laughter in wickedness. The mirth of the tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that what? That rejoice endeth, the joy of the heart cease. They shall not drink wine with song. Strong drink shall be what? Bitter to them that what? That drink it. Because why? That's gonna be your last. That's gonna be your last. It's gonna be what? Now your bitterness is coming. Meaning what? Your destruction. So what? Now the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. So this place, Babylon, America, will not be inhabited no more when what? When Yahweh shall return and destroys it. Verse 11 is Isaiah 24:11. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy darkened. The mirth, meaning the joy, of the land is gone. So it's over with. That means Babylon, America, the daughter of Babylon, which is America, will what? That be this end. So when that note say, call Allah Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem, Rekah Qudash, Shalom. Your future is dim.